Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be looking into the fruits of your labor. What things are getting ready to come in for you for all the hard work that you've done, the known things and the unknown things. So we have 3 piles today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, check out my other channel and do the same, or leave a timestamp or donation. All of those things are so greatly appreciated and great ways to give back for the energetic healing sessions that I bring to you regularly. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who are here to support me on my path as I am here to support you on yours. So thank you to every single person on here who gives back in whatever ways that they do. It means so much more than you'll ever know, and I thank you so much for that. Let's get started with pile 1. Pile 1, the fruits of your labor. So, I feel like you have done a lot of praying. If you've been there for any of my live collective readings, this picture has come out in my live collective readings actually quite a few times. I think like 4 or 5 times. And I do one of those a week. Every Thursday from 9 to 11 right now because it's too warm later in the afternoon and my phone will start acting up. And that's mountain time. If you're interested in watching those, you can hit my little bell notification and it'll let you know when that's going on too if you wanted to be able to watch those. This is a picture that my daughter drew. And I actually honestly thought that, I was like, that can't be what I think it is, because I was like, is she dead? And that is not a dead girl. That is a girl on her knees praying with her head down. And so you may have been doing a lot of praying for a new day, a lot of praying for the sun to come back out again. You could have been going through a lot of darkness, a lot of despair. And I feel like a lot of the fruits of your labor that are going to be showing up right now is emotional healing. Emotional healing because you have really learned how to express your truth and the truth of your opinions, your thoughts, your beliefs, who you are. There's a lot of abundance and fertility going on around you right now. And there is definitely a beautiful sunrise getting ready to happen in your life where everything's getting ready to be lit up, exposed, the truth seen, and just everything coming back to life and filling with color and joy. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, definitely the prayer thing, the faith. Your faith is a lot of what's bringing this in. We have the footprints here, and everybody knows the saying of when you're walking on the beach and you only see, or when you're walking in the sand and you only see your own footprints, that's when I was carrying you. So definitely your faith being able to carry you through whatever hardship that you face, being able to see your strength, being able to have a sense of inner peace, love. So there could definitely be love that is healing or coming into your life because of the hard work that you have done, a more unconditional form of love for yourself and for others around you, new beliefs, ideas, thoughts, being able to expand your mind and your consciousness with a non-judgmental view of the world around you, and maybe even having others love you without being judgmental of you and who you are. Made with love. So we have love again. Handmade with love. You could definitely have a lot of, if you have children, you could have a lot of gifts coming your way from your children that are things that they have made with their own 2 hands, that they put their love, sweat, and tears into. And you might actually be running a business of some sort, if that's not the case, where you make handmade items. And this could really be taking off and becoming much bigger. We also have an umbrella. The first thing that popped in my mind was when Obama was with his wife and it was raining and he gave her his umbrella. So you may end up having a love connection with somebody who is a true gentleman or a true lady. Somebody that would lay their coat down so you could walk through the mud and not get muddy feet. You know, that kind of feeling to it. Feeling like you have protection from the storms around you as well. California. San Francisco, Balboa, Sacramento, Los Angeles. So California could be very important as well. A butterfly and a black lightning bolt. So there's going to be something that is going to happen suddenly that may be very shocking, but you are going to know that you're protected throughout whatever this is. You're not going to be feeling any kind of fear. This transformation that you have made is because of your hard work to get closer to whoever it is that you pray to. Earth. Ask the element of earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. I feel like a lot of you, that is for the people. I mean, it could be in a regular job and you could be getting a promotion or a pay raise or things like that. You could be working somewhere you really love and you really enjoy. For a lot of you, you are going to be doing something that is like a DIY type of business, or maybe even collaborating with others to create a business. But I feel like there is definitely a lot of you working with intention, with love, with care, truly creating things that are very valuable and priceless, creating things that have a lot of quality and care put into them. And I really feel like people are going to notice that, recognize that, appreciate that. You're really going to be leveling up on that front and receiving a lot more business. Challenge your perception. Become a shapeshifter. So, because you have been able to be flexible, adaptable, you've been able to really go with the flow and remain peaceful throughout any of the changes or ups and downs going on, your commitment, your stability, the fact that you have been very strongly pursuing this path without being turned away from it, no matter how much doubt comes into your mind, is a lot of why you are gaining these gifts and this level up. And once again, you may be expanding your mind, really delving into a lot of new ideas, a lot of new understandings, a lot of new awareness or consciousness. Challenge your perception. You're really going to be challenged in your perception. Your commitment is going to be tested. You are really dealing with a lot. And because you are dealing with this with such faith, with such commitment, with such non-judgmental attitude and energy, you are going to be really leveling up. I feel like you are going to be leveling up financially massively. There's a lot of fertility around you, a lot of growth around you, a lot of beautiful things coming into your life to create stability and strength in the financial sector. Once again, job opportunities, people calling to make orders of specific items that you make, people really supporting your business, people looking at you as an opportunity, people giving you opportunities. There may be some chances to work together as well. And some of you collecting rocks may actually be a very strong hobby of yours as well. We have the Six of Cups. So definitely could be a reconciliation in the near future as well, where you're getting a more stable, loyal, committed offer. Like I was saying before, there's definitely something on the love front as well as the financial stability front. Maybe even getting closer to your children if you have children as well. The love that you are putting in to the things that you are preparing in your life is going to pay off in return. You are going to get back what you have given, and the love that you put into everything that you do is going to come back to you from the people who are clients or the people who are in your life that are family or friends. Whatever the case may be, you are going to be receiving in return what you have put out. Healing your root as well, and healing your past, healing your inner child has a lot to do with why you're able to do this as well. Zebra, peacock, the lion, your courage, your strength, your ability to be committed, and the fact that you may look very good from the outside. There may be a lot of other people doing the same things that you're doing. And they look good from the outside, but when people get closer, they're kind of like, wait a second, this isn't what I thought it was. This looks good from the outside, but inside it's kind of decayed. And your true beauty rests inside of you. And you have been cultivating that beauty. You have really been putting a lot of time, effort, and energy into yourself, taking care of you, and making sure that you're doing the right things. If you are doing something where it's like you make homemade things, you are somebody who takes the earth into account. You're somebody who takes what businesses you support into account, things like that. You could also be somebody who may be traveling a lot in the near future. You may be traveling a lot for your business. You may also know a lot about a lot of different cultures, expanding your mind, like I was saying before, without that judgment, being able to remain in your faith while still looking at other belief systems and looking at other situations with an open mind, and understanding that everybody has the right to believe in what they want to believe in. Really expanding your awareness as well, and blending both the shadow and the light side within yourself, accepting both of those parts as part of who you are, and having the courage to face the mirror and to really look inside and to heal any kind of decay that has been going on inside of you, so that what you're presenting to the world is a truly beautiful thing instead of just beautiful on the outside. So you definitely are going to be reaping a lot of rewards in the financial and the love sector for the things that you have been working on within yourself, and with the way that you view yourself and the world around you. All of those things are going in to create a beautiful energetic resonance to bring in a lot of opportunities for yourself. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonates with you, what you might be going through, what this is that's paying off in the career front for you, or what love is healing in your life. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, donate, leave timestamps. All of those things are such great ways to give back energetically, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you who do those things. You guys make a bigger difference in my life than you realize, and I really appreciate you. So, I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So for pile 2, let's see what the fruits of your labor is bringing into your life. So, we have homeless but not hopeless. You know what? I do know that one of the people I've been talking to regularly who has been getting personal readings is homeless as well. And I know there's a fair amount of my collective that is, because, yeah. Anyway. My fingertips are numb, alone, some forgotten bum. Winter is almost here, fall is close enough, I fear. Abundance I can almost taste, this time will not go to waste. Enough to take care of those close to me, enough to live our lives free. A place that none will fear to go is a forever home that I will sow. With plants and trees, life's necessities. Enough to travel with my girls, and seeing new cultures their mind unfurls. Moving forward, looking back, time to finally unpack. Abundance is mine, it's plain to see, enough to finally set me free. 10/23/20. And if you want to be able to find this poem, you can find the link for Dee's StoryTime in the description box below, and all the poems that I share on here are on there as well. I would really appreciate your support over there. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes. It greatly helps me out, so thank you guys to anybody who does that. And some of you may have been drawn to pile 1 as well. So we have this little butterfly with a pearl. There's a massive transformation that has taken place inside of you. The things that you have been going through was not punishment, it was preparation. Karma may be something that happens because of the actions you have taken and the choices you have made, and the universe has to show you something. But karma essentially is lessons for us to learn from, to grow from. We can choose to learn from them and grow from them, or we can choose to spiral down a rabbit hole. And it looks like you have chosen to learn and grow from these things, to gain the wisdom that you could from what you went through, and to become more beautiful from the irritations that you have had in your life. Kind of like a pearl is grown inside of a clam because of or an oyster because of the amount of sand that gets in there and rubs on the muscle, and it creates this pearl out of the irritation. I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven. So there could be some people that you have lost as well in your life, and you have chosen to believe that energy never dies and that you will see them again. Instead of staying focused on the losses, you are focusing on what could possibly come in the future. Hey! Hold on just a second. So there is a dog outside and my dogs are freaking out. Anyway, there's going to be a massive change and a massive transformation coming into your life. I feel like you are going to go from rags to riches type of energy. Like from having nothing to having everything that you have been working so hard to gain in your life. All the stability and strength, maybe even a place to call your own, a brand new home, something along those lines. You were a caterpillar who went into your cocoon and who has spent all this time kind of turning into this goo and then transforming into this beautiful butterfly. And now that cocoon is getting ready to crack open and this beautiful butterfly is getting ready to come out. There's a rose on this key. So you are definitely somebody who is very beautiful. I also feel like even if you have been in a situation where you're homeless, you have still tried to take care of yourself to the best of your ability. You smell good, you look good, you really do as much as you can to take care of yourself. But essentially, the beauty is found deeper within, and you have realized that there may have been times where you were not able to care for yourself in the ways that you wanted to, and there may have been times where you weren't able to take a shower for a long period of time, or where you weren't able to really present the best picture. But every rose has its thorn, you know. You definitely have really learned how to accept yourself and the world around you in a lot of ways that you had not in the past. We have a triangle that's red. As above, so below is coming to mind. Your confidence and your strength has been built up because you have learned how to be confident and filled with strength and self-respect. You've learned how not to be torn down even when you were in the lowest of the low. So when you rise up, I feel like even if you have to deal with a lot of crap along the way, you're going to be able to deal with it. And that's because of what you went through. Because you went through the situations that you went through, nothing is going to bother you the way that it might have if you did not go through these things. So you had to go through these things to be able to handle everything that's coming your way. This position of power that's coming your way. There's another rose. Kissed by the rose on the grave. That song's coming to mind very strongly. There's so much I wish I could tell you. Da-da-da. Da-da. I can't think of the rest of the lyrics right now. And then there's the other song. Oh, what is that song? I don't know why that one's coming to mind, but 'cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse outline. Wanted, dead or alive. That song's coming to mind too for some reason. And I can't think of the other song I was thinking of. We also have a cross with a flower, with flowers on it. You've had to sacrifice a lot to go down the path that you have gone down. And I feel like you sacrificed this because you felt like the purpose that you had to follow was much greater than any riches that you could find on this earth. Your immortal soul was much more important than your mortal life. I feel like you sacrificed a lot to go down the path that you've been going down because you felt very drawn to go down this path. You felt like there was a purpose, a reason, a rhyme to what you were doing, and that it was too important to walk away from. So I feel like all of your sacrifices are getting ready to be paid back in full. There's no longer any shallowness within you. You may have been a very humble person to begin with, and you may have been a very deep person to begin with, but now your depth is so deep that there's no touching it. Let's see what else we have here. The Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. So your energetic vibration is raising. You are ascending. You are really transitioning to a higher level of being, a higher level of thinking, a new way of living. And all of these things were very important before this abundance could come into your life. Star, the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. There's a lot of good luck entering your life. There's a lot of serendipitous moments, a lot of moments that seem like they were scripted, that were, maybe you have been scripting as well. Maybe you have been writing down the things that you want and the things that you are dreaming of creating in your life, and those things are getting ready to come into being. Let two become one. Follow the moon. So there could definitely be a love connection in your life that is taking root as well, or that is solidifying in a stronger sense. Something that could never really be torn apart. And maybe this had to happen before you had anything physically as well, because it's something that is very not shallow. It is something that's very unconditional love, and it's something that is beautiful. Something where somebody accepts you for everything that you are and loves you with everything that you are. And I feel like that's because you have learned to love yourself in that way. So you are attracting in a love that loves you in the same way. Listen to your intuition. Let it guide you. Know that throughout this darkness and throughout the challenges and the obstacles, you are being guided and you are being protected on this journey. 7 of Cups and the World. You have so many options in front of you. And you've been working extremely hard to heal any of the emotional pain or baggage that you have inside of you. You are definitely on the appropriate path for you. You are a healer, and you are transmuting your energy. You're raising your vibrations, and as you do, you're raising the vibrations of everyone around you. You are really going to start seeing a lot of changes in your life and in the world around you. And it all starts with you. The camel, the deer, and the dolphin. You had to go through what you went through and what you're going through currently so that you could see how much strength is inside of you. You have such a well of strength inside of you. Camels can actually spend a very, very long time. I want to say it's like 2 weeks in the desert with no water, because of the fact that they store that water inside of themselves. So with all of this emotion and love and care and kindness taken out of your life, it didn't matter. Because even during your darkest times when you felt so alone and like there was nothing good in this world, you still found the good and you focused on that good and you brought yourself back up out of it. You didn't end up diving into drugs or alcohol. You didn't end up destroying yourself and the world around you because of the pain that you were in. And you're starting to see just how much strength resides within you, and others are seeing that as well. And it's really going to pull you up and out of the situation you're in into a higher place of being. Your observation skills are increasing as well, and your discernment skills are increasing. You are an amazingly beautiful parent if you are a parent. You're kind, patient, loyal, committed, honest, stable, strong, solid. And at the same time, in the past, you may have moved away from trouble the moment you saw any kind of trouble coming. And I feel like now you realize that you don't have to run away from anything. You don't have to be scared of anything, because you are stronger than you ever thought was possible after everything that you went through, which is a very important part of being a healer, because a healer cannot be afraid of the world that they are healing. You are definitely somebody very intelligent, kind, playful, joyful. You spread a lot of love, light, and happiness to this world around you. And because of that love, light, and happiness that you spread to the world around you, the joy that you feel, even in the darkest of times, you are inspiring the world around you to make changes, and the people around you to make changes in their world, because they are seeing that even with nothing, you can be the happiest person alive. So that happiness is inside of yourself. It's not inside of the things that you can buy. And they are going to start changing their lives to live by this as well. And that's all because of you. And so there is a lot of good, beautiful gifts and beauty coming into your life because of this. There's a lot of options that are going to be coming your way. There's a lot of endings that have occurred in your life, but those endings happen so there could be new beginnings. And there's going to be a lot of new doors opening up to you. You could really go anywhere, do anything, be anyone, but you have chosen to be a healer and to walk this path no matter how hard it has been. And because you have chosen to do that and you have made that sacrifice, there is going to be so many good things coming into your life because of it. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonates, what you might be working on. And if you guys did enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, donate. Any of those things are absolutely beautiful, and they really do help me out more than you know. It's a great way to give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions that I'm bringing to you. And a reminder, do not ever feel like it isn't enough. It is always enough. The smallest of things sometimes can mean so much to the right people. And I truly thank any of you who are here to support me on my path as I'm here to support you on yours. So thank you for that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Hi, Pile 3. So for you guys, let's see what is coming in because of the fruits of your labor. No carbon copy. Oh, and the song that is coming to mind is Could Never Be Me by, I Snow the Product. Never Be Me by Snow the Product. She also sings Say Bitch, which may correlate as well. Or, what is the other one? Cookie Cutter Bitches. No carbon copy. You flutter around like a butterfly. Your faith and optimism does belie the hardships we bear in this world we face. You learn at such a truly fast pace. Breaking out, transforming change, nothing escapes your wide range. Knowledge and wisdom you obtain, each and every cleansing rain. Remember now who you truly are. Lift up your standards, raise your bar. You have far too much to share to allow small minds to make you care. Show every inch of the real you. Be the butterfly on view. You are different, yes, it's true, but different is always beautiful too. If you want to be able to find this poem, you can find a link for Dee's StoryTime in my description box below, and it's on that channel. Also, Differences. There's a poem called Differences on there. You should check that one out too. So, and I would really appreciate the likes, comments, shares, subscribes over there. It really helps me out more than you guys know, so thank you for that ahead of time. There is definitely nobody else in this world that is like you. And your hard work to love yourself, regardless of whether or not you are so rare, whether or not you are so different, you are somebody who stands out. You don't always have the same opinions or values or views as other people, and that is fucking amazing. And your hard work to be able to see how amazing that is, how rare you are, how beautiful you are, and to bring more authenticity to everything that you do each and every day, to remove each and every mask that has been put on for the world around you, all of those things is what is going to be bearing the most fruit in your life. And that is what is the most important that you've been working on, is being able to be you more and being able to accept you more. And in accepting yourself more, loving yourself more, all of those kinds of things, you might have always been somebody who loved the weird ones, the odd ones, and who showed you cared to the people who were sitting alone, things like that. But you can love them even more fully once you love yourself, because there was always a part of you that held back and kept it at arm's length because of the self-judgment or the judgment of others or the opinions or thoughts of others or the words of others. But now you are no longer holding back on any of it because of the fact that you have worked your ass off to find this self-love and to let yourself be who you are. And as you let yourself be who you are, there may have been a lot of people who have fallen away, but there is going to be a lot of people who come in who are on the same wavelength and level as you are. Because when we create those masks and we create that false persona, we attract in false energies, people wearing masks, and also people that are the type of person that we're pretending to be. But when we are being our truest, most authentic self, we attract in people that are on the same wavelength as us, and people that really are different in the ways that we are, and people that are a lot more authentic as well. So you might have dealt with a lot of jealousy or a lot of naysayers, or even copycats that were trying to pretend like they were you while trying to tear you down for who you were, so you weren't being you, so they could get away with pretending to be you. But now that you're breaking out of that and you're truly being your authentic self, nobody can get away with pretending to be you anymore, because of the simple fact that the more authentic version will always shine brighter. And so I got this Kiss Me charm in one of my readings recently. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but if you watched that reading and you got that pile, let us know in the comments below which reading it was, in case there's a message in there for anybody else who chose this pile. Honestly, it might have actually come out with the ballet dancer in that pile too. I think it did. I think it was pile 2 in one of the readings, and it had both of those charms, but I can't remember which reading. So you are somebody who really dances to the beat of your own drum. You are somebody who is very different from others, and you really just don't care anymore. You're very graceful, you're very poised, you're very dedicated. You may even be celibate at this time period in your life as well. The conch shell talks about virginity. Some of you could actually be a virgin. Some of you could be doing something new that you've never done before as well. But you may also be celibate for some of you, and you may be slowly working on something, on building something slowly instead of just jumping in. Some of you may have actually went from a hypersexual energy in the past to a more self-loving, self-respecting energy in the present. Definitely very deep. The shallowness is falling away. What you see is what you get when it comes to you. You don't have to delve in so deep, because you are presenting a truthful picture. Somebody asked me about, we were discussing witchcraft, and because she was talking about being native, and I was like, yeah, and witchcraft is very similar too. I was like, but there is good and bad forms of that. And she's like, yep, it all depends on if you have a black cat or a white cat. I was like, I've had a lot of black cats in my life, but I've never practiced black magic. But you're a very pure soul. This is a white cat that just popped out, by the way. You're a very pure soul. Cats could be very important for you too. You may actually have a lot of cats or attract a lot of cats. You may be very connected to nature and the natural world as well. There's a lot of fertility and growth coming into your life. I feel like especially in the love sector. You're very protected. Very protected in the darkness. In the darkness you can see music, dancing. Once again, dancing, music. There's a lot of joy just surrounding you. You may have changed the music that you're listening to on a regular basis as well. And there is a time for music that is lower vibrational. To Catch a Predator by ICP is an example of that. And then there's a time for music that's more high vibrational. I shared a song on my page earlier called Mother Earth, I think, by Kayleen or something like that. Great song. And that's the first one that popped into my mind. To see what other high vibrational music is popping in. Pretty Girl Magic by Moonlight Scorpio is coming into mind. Make Him Wait is coming into mind too. Your heart has been on lockdown. And because your heart has been on lockdown, you have not been allowing anybody in shallow ways either. You have put that on lockdown, and I feel like it takes a lot to be able to get inside of you. It takes a lot to be able to have something more with you. So whoever is coming into your life has to work for it a bit more, and it's not just handed to them easily. Because of the work that you have done on yourself, you have a lot more self-love, self-respect, self-care, and you are valuing yourself in a way that you never did in the past, and it's going to change the way that things are happening in your life right now in the present. Prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. And you could also be transmuting that energy, that sexual energy that you're not expending out. You might actually be using that in your craft, in your creativity, in your business, in your work, whatever it is. You may actually be using that energy in that section as well. Air. Work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. Triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So you're really starting to see the truth, speak the truth, be the truth. You're being yourself more. You're understanding yourself more. And you are seeing through the facade and the mask of others more as well. Because when you're authentic, you see the non-authentic a lot easier. You are also embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So the fact that some of you may have denied your more divine aspects in the past, your manifestation capabilities, your creative and creator abilities, but now you're accepting those. And some of you may have been very self-righteous and defensive and not really seeing your more earthly aspects of yourself, but you're accepting those now. You're no longer ashamed of who you are or what you do. You're no longer ashamed of the actions that you've taken in the past or that you're taking in the present. You are living your life with no shame. Stay strong. Do not fear the unknown. And you are really seeing to the core of situations. You're listening to your intuition. You're trusting in that. You are letting go of the fears. You're letting go of the anxiety and the doubt of the changes that are taking place in your life. You're not fearing the unknown anymore. You're becoming more curious. You're exploring things more. You are really staying very strong and dedicated. You are definitely a leader as well. Somebody who's meant to be seen, somebody who's meant to be heard, somebody who is meant to be in the spotlight in some way. The Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So you have worked your ass off to free yourself from a mental prison of constantly overthinking, constantly worrying about things, of overworking yourself to the point of exhaustion because you're worried that what you're working on isn't going to pay off or it isn't paying off quick enough, and you're letting all of that go. You're not worrying anymore about needing to do it right. You're not worrying anymore about what anybody thinks or says or what anybody believes. You're focused on yourself and the love that you give yourself. You're giving yourself a lot of love, a lot of time, attention, care, a lot of concern. You are really focused on you and what you have to offer the world instead of what the world has to offer you. And so you're filling up this cup of love. And as you fill up this cup of love, it pours out of you to the world around you, and it creates a lot of beauty. I feel like not only are you freeing yourself, you are inspiring others to free themselves as well. You may have dealt with a lot of psychosis for a little bit, a lot of overthinking constantly, constantly worrying about what's hidden and what you don't know. And instead, you're no longer focused on those aspects, and you're focused on the beauty that is all around you and the present moment. And because you're focused on the present moment, you're going to be moving forward very quickly. You have a lot of motivation, ambition, drive. You are a hard worker, and you are somebody who cannot be tamed. You are somebody who cannot be turned down. Now the song that's coming to mind is You Need to Calm Down. That song, Calm Down by Taylor Swift, I think is the name of the song. Not sure. It must have taken, I love your sign, it must have taken you all night to make it. It's all inbred looking. Anyway, you are definitely loving yourself at this point. And you are no longer allowing anybody to come in and tell you that you need to shut up, that you need to sit down. Sit Still, Look Pretty is coming to mind now too. You're done with that. Castle by Halsey is coming to mind now too. Is it Halsey? I think it's Halsey. I'm not sure. But, there's an old man sitting on the throne, and he's telling me I should probably keep my pretty mouth closed or keep my pretty mouth shut. You have been working on something very meticulously, very patiently, very steadily, and you may not feel like it's a big thing, but it really is. In some ways, it has been somewhat fragile, but it is one of the most strong things there is in other ways as well. You're working on your self-confidence a lot. You are also protecting your energy instead of just giving it away to anyone and everyone as well. Spiders are actually a strong sign of protection when spiders are around you. You may have had a lot of spiritual warfare coming your way as well, but you have been able to break free of that because you're no longer giving it your power. You are taking your power back by having faith that those that protect you and guide you are much stronger than the people that are trying to destroy you in the background. You are on your way up and you are moving forward. And you have put in so much time, effort, and energy into freeing yourself from this prison inside of your mind and to creating a beautiful life around you. Some of you may have actually even had to hit rock bottom and ended up going to jail for something that you did before you clawed your way out of it and started to love yourself and move away from people that meant you no good. But you are now on this journey out of that, and you are seeing things clearly, and you are creating a beautiful life for yourself by loving and respecting and caring for yourself, and by truly appreciating who you are at the core and showing it to the world without worrying what's going to happen when you do. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. And remember, guys, if you do enjoy this, to like, comment, share, subscribe, donate, leave timestamps. All of those things are great ways to give back energetically for the energetic healing sessions I bring you regularly. And I truly appreciate any and all of you who support me on my path, as I am here to support you on yours. And I hope you guys have, once again, a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.